So when my parents first moved to Canada, things like transportation was one of their biggest worries. But back then they couldn't even dream of affording a car. So when they finally saved up enough, it really did mean the world to them. It meant things like their daily commute became a lot more manageable. Fast forward to today, and this is what our commute looks like. It's lonely, boring, uncomfortable. We're packed into the trains and the buses like sardines in a can. When I look out the window, all I can see are cars driving with no passengers. And I just think to myself, there has to be a better way to commute. Introducing Hop In, relief from your daily commute. So Hop In is simple. You sign up with the mobile app and fill out our form. Next, our algorithm immediately places you into a ride group based on geographic location and social compatibility. And the social compatibility is key because you will be commuting with the same group every day, so you want to get along with them. Next, a community representative reaches out and gets you started. Now, this person remains your group's sole point of contact to Hop In for the group's entire existence. When you start, all parties save money. Drivers get reimbursed a portion of a cost for a trip they would have made alone anyways, and passengers get to pay a fraction of a cost for a more comfortable ride. All in all, the social experience and the ability to ride with people that you actually enjoy is what Hop In brings to you. So here's a mock-up of our app. You have the sign-up, the group chat, interactive map, and the profile. Currently, the competition is a bit scattered. You have carpool.ca and Smart Commute. Websites like this provide a forum to be able to organize your own rides and negotiate your own prices. Taxi services like Uber, Lyft, and the traditional taxis are very convenient and very comfortable, but not at all affordable for the daily commute. Companies like HiRide do offer an affordable and convenient service, but lack that extra little bit of a social experience that Hop In offers. So our mobile app does facilitate carpooling. It is easy to use, and it's cost-effective for all parties. But the crux of our competitive advantage lies within our modernized service model and the social experience. I mentioned before the community representatives. These individuals act as account executives to the ride groups, so it adds that extra level of service and comfort while we're riding with Hop In. We are also a social venture. We are working with a charity right now to be able to distribute donations all across Canada, and we want our riders to be involved. We want groups to vote on it and vote on which ones we'll be donating to on a yearly basis. Also, 5 to 10% of the revenue that Hop In obtains will go towards building transit infrastructure to connect rural and suburban areas to the cities. So currently, the market size is about 4 million commuters daily in the GTHA, and studies by Metrolinx show that 2 million are willing to carpool. Now, I'm no mathematician, but I do know that 2 million is 50% of 4 million, and we thought that was a bit low. So we actually conducted our own study and found that if you add an easy-to-use app or platform to the carpool experience, the number of people willing to carpool skyrockets from 50 to 70%. So that's a 40% growth just by adding our app. Currently, the gross merchandising value of our market in Toronto is $2.4 billion per annum. Hop In takes about a 5 to 8% revenue off of each ride, and that would reach us about $119 million in potential annual revenues. Keep in mind that these revenues are generated off of an average per trip fee to the passengers of 83 cents. The driver, by the end of the year, could get reimbursed upwards of $900. And keep in mind that reimbursement is not taxable, so they will keep all of that money. Our business model is predicated around the notion that we offer a cost-effective and comfortable ride while adding the social experience to your daily commute. We really want to alleviate the stresses off of the 9-to-5ers, as we call them. So our target right now would be new graduates and post-secondary students, people with lots of student debt, a low income to start, but they want to start their life. They want to buy a house and they want to get started. Normally, they're commuters who take transit. They have an uncomfortable and a lonely commute, and they really don't have money for a car yet. In order to be able to effectively roll out our mobile app for Android and iOS, we are looking to partner with different transit services around the GTHA as well as municipalities. As I mentioned before, we do have charitable organizations on already. Our structure is quite similar to most ride shares. We require insurance for our business as well as the drivers, payment processing and software and technology, as well as the general cost of acquiring a single rider. Our revenue comes from a pay per ride model. Um, Although, as I mentioned, 83 cents per ride is not something that you want to be processing every single day, twice a day. So we will be obtaining our payments on a monthly basis. We take about 5 to 8% of the total ride cost from each passenger for our revenues. Our team currently consists of our three co-founders, myself, Boyd Reed, and Deborah Mapayata. Um, we do have a front-end developer as well as a back-end developer and a marketing intern. Across the board, we have years of experience in government regulation and public relations, mobile app development, databases, search queries, as well as sales and marketing processes. So share a ride. You'll save some money, reduce your carbon footprint, and start to love your commute again. Hop into the modern age of commuting. Thank you.